As we approach the 2020 presidential elections, there's a big concern that Americans need to be aware of. The use of social media, especially as a source of political news, has been increasing rapidly over the past 10 years. While social media is a great way to learn vast information about candidates, parties, debates, and more, it also provides an opportunity for foreign interference. So, what is this interference? Let's take a look at two examples. Nancy is a 55-year-old woman who works an 8-to-5 job and has 2 kids. Nancy just downloaded Facebook not only to stay in touch with her friends, but also to keep her updated about the upcoming election since she doesn't seem to find time to watch the news at home. Nancy isn't great with technology and, like a large portion of our older population, has some difficulties understanding the app. When it comes to political posts, she can't figure out what is real or fake. She is like most Americans. In fact, 59% of Americans say it is hard to identify false information or intentionally misleading inaccurate stories portrayed as truth on social media. However, she finds an interesting post about one of the candidates and decides to repost it and share it with 10 of her friends. What she doesn't know is that the post was created in Russia and doesn't contain any true information at all. Let's take a look at a second example. Sean just turned 18 years old, the legal age to be able to vote in the presidential election. He's extremely interested in politics. Like many kids his age, he uses Instagram, a popular social media site, to post pictures with his friends. Yet he also uses Instagram to follow political news and to stay updated about clips of speeches, debates, or press conferences. Days before the election, he notices a barrage of posts about his favorite candidate. These Russian-made posts include false quotes, edited video clips, and fake historical information about the candidate. At the time, he doesn't realize and becomes discouraged about this candidate. He reposts this false information, and days later, he votes for a different candidate. So what went wrong in both of these situations? Russia has found a way to interfere with our elections by spreading false information on our social media sites, and many Americans are not even aware of it. Many times, this meddling has an impact on the decision of who to vote for, and the vote is the most important tool of our democracy. Support for a candidate depends on what voters believe about them, and if information is distorted, it undermines the whole democratic process. This is certainly a problem that needs to be addressed, and is being addressed in many ways. The government is working on passing more strict campaign transparency laws, like the Honest Ads Act, and social media giants are hiring more workers to detect and delete bad information. One issue is that these social media companies need to also focus on creating better campaigns about online safety. While passing laws and detecting false posts will certainly help this problem, it is not a long-term solution. Social media companies should be supporting their users by educating them how to practice good information sharing. In fact, there are some critical steps that everyday Americans, no matter what age, can become smarter and more internet aware than we have been in the past. Therefore, collaborating with the News Literary Project, a national education nonprofit that teaches students how to know what to trust in the digital age, here are 4 easy steps you should take before sharing your next post. Step number 1, pause. You may be excited, angry, or surprised by the information you just found. That is what the Russians want you to feel. Don't react too quickly. Take a minute to breathe and decipher what you just found. Step number 2, glance through the comments. This is important because the people in the comments are usually there to help you. They might let you know that this is bad information and to stay away. Step number 3, do a quick search. If you are unsure about what you just found, type it into Google, find a trusted source, and see if you can find this same information. Lastly, step number 4, ask for the source. Reply to the person who made this post and ask where they got this information and for any further evidence. If they can't provide you with this information, it is likely false. If you follow these steps, you are sure to make the right decision about sharing a post. If you still aren't sure, don't share it. While it may seem that as a regular American, only one of millions of users of social media, that it is impossible to make a difference, that is not true. Social media meddling can be and will be stopped with stronger awareness. Whether you are new to technology or a pro, whether you are interested in politics or just liking a post, everybody plays a role, and everybody must develop a more critical mindset.